What is up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome to a brand new Black Ops 4 beta Let's Play on the map. What map is this called? Contraband. There you go. It's the pirate map. I'm using the MX-9 today, and we're playing Control. Today's video, we're going to be focusing on the pros and cons of this game, and whether or not I think you should buy the full game upon release. Granted, we still have another beta weekend, and that was the first beta weekend, so I can't judge the game based on only that, but that's really the only thing that we have to judge the game on, so that's what I have to go off of. So let's start off by saying that the Black Ops series is my favorite Call of Duty series ever. I don't think there is a better Call of Duty than Black Ops 2. I think it's everybody's favorite Call of Duty. I think it's the best one that they made, the most well-balanced, the best maps. It's actually not even my favorite. My favorite's World at War, but nonetheless, still a Treyarch Call of Duty. And I do genuinely think my objective opinion is that Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty ever. I loved Black Ops 1, I loved Black Ops 3. Like I said, I loved World at War, is my favorite COD of all time. And that's just my track record with Treyarch games. So I really think I'm genuinely going to enjoy Black Ops 4. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go through the pros and cons right now, and then once I'm done with that, we'll skip to the live commentary portion of the video, and we'll see how you guys enjoy that. So let's start off by doing the cons, then the pros, because I don't like to end off on negatives, I like to end off on positives. So let's start with the cons, we'll go to the pros, and then we'll get my genuine, general impression of the game, and we'll do that. One of the things that I will say before we even start that again is that Treyarch already communicated what they're fixing, so a lot of my cons about the game are already being fixed as we speak, maybe even possibly for the next beta weekend, so we'll see. After this weekend, the beta capped out at level 35. They raised the level cap on Saturday or Sunday. I don't remember which one it was. So we already have 35 levels of the beta, plus another beta weekend, which is this weekend, and then a blackout beta, which is a battle royale in September. So pretty much what they're fixing so far, they said, here's what Treyarch are looking into after day one of the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 beta. They're looking into frame rate, load times, weapons tuning, special issue equipment and weaponry, bunny hopping, spawns, free cursor UI, and armor. So we'll go through each one of those for the cons, and then we'll continue moving on from there. So first of all, the frame rate's trash. If you don't have a PS4 Pro, the frame rate's garbage, and they said they're looking into it, so that's really all I have to say about that. That's not that big of a deal. COD should be running through, actually it is a big deal, but I mean for right now. COD should be running at 60 frames a second no matter what kind of fucking console you have. If it's running on a PS2, it should be running at 60 frames a second. If it's running on an Etch-a-Sketch, it should be 60 frames a second. If it's running on a $5,000 PC, it should be 60 frames a second. Probably more, though. The next is load times. Again, nothing crazy here. The game loads slow. Weapons tuning. Some of the weapons in this game are fucking heavily unbalanced. The SMGs in this game blow away the assault rifles except for one, and that's the ABR. It kind of looks like an AUG. I don't know what ABR actually stands for, but for like the way I look at it, it's literally like an AUG battle rifle from Halo. So it's a 3-shot burst. It's a 4-shot kill when most of the guns in the game are 5-shot kills. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. It is super accurate, especially if you throw a grip on there, and you could put stock on it, which on all of the other assault rifles you can't put stock on. But on this, in this game, that's not considered as an assault rifle. It's considered like a tactical rifle or whatever they called it. So you could put stock on the tac rifles. I think that's dumb. You should either be able to put stock on 0 assault rifles, or you should be able to put stock on everything. I'm more in the line of you should put stock on everything, though. Then the special issue equipment and weaponry. So pretty much all like the specialist abilities, not like the their main ability, like their ultimate, I guess you would say, but their like equipment, like Ruins, grapple hook, and the tactical spawns, or like the spawn beacon, whatever they call it. Those are the two that people are complaining about the most. The spawn beacon, 100% the most. It is so fucking overpowered, it's not even funny. You should not be able to have a spawn beacon up for pretty much like almost the entire game unless someone breaks it. I don't even know if there's a time limit on it. You should not be able to have a spawn beacon for your entire team. Maybe one person, sure, but your entire team, that is way too much. And until somebody breaks it, it's not fair. You shouldn't even be able to place it anywhere on the map that you want. You should not be able to place it in their spawn and spawn there. Like, it's not fair, it's not right, it just throws the game off completely. The other one I have a problem with is the barbed wire. I don't remember the name of the operator that uses it, but the barbed wire is so annoying, it completely disrupts flow, it has way too much health, and honestly, I don't think anything stopping you from getting into another area should belong in Call of Duty. I don't think Guardian should belong in Call of Duty, which this exact same operator has a deployable shield with a guardian on the end of it. I don't think that has any place in Call of Duty whatsoever. COD is supposed to be fast-paced, and while this game is probably one of the most fast-paced Call of Duties I've ever played, it just completely cuts off the entire flow of the map, and it's very frustrating. The stun drone is also very annoying. It almost reminds me of Twitch from Rainbow Six Siege. I don't like it at all. It stuns you for way too long. Granted, you can put tac mask on and you can hit square really quickly in order to do that. Even without tac mask, you can hit square really quickly in order to break out of it. But I don't like that you even have to do that. There shouldn't even be a quick time event like in this multiplayer. Like, that's not, I don't like it at all. Completely fucks up everything. Same thing, while the Tempest is not good because it's hard to hit, if you do hit it, it's a completely broken, overpowered gun. It's very frustrating. You stand there for about 15 years getting stunned, and it literally drops you down almost to like a last stand, like in Gears of War, like a down but not out position where you're crawling around. It's so frustrating. And if anybody runs near you, they also get electrocuted and brought down to the exact same area. If you're going to use that, I think they should have a revive feature where you should be able to run up to your teammates and like hold square for like 2 seconds or something and revive them, because it's completely unfair. Bunny hopping, this is pretty self-explanatory. You pretty much don't get reset on your jump resets every single time you jump. So you know how in most Call of Duties, like when you jump, your second jump is lower and then third lower, fourth lower, it goes down like that. In this one, it's not like that, or at least in the beta, it's not like that. They said this one slipped through the cracks, so maybe they already did have it patched, or maybe they were just trying something and they just said that because they didn't want to admit that they fucked up or something. I don't know, but I don't like the bunny hopping. I haven't run it into too much, but when I do run into it, it's very annoying. And I know a lot of pros, like, well, Karma's retired, but Karma was tweeting about it, and like a lot of the pros were tweeting about it, saying they were running into it a lot, and it was very annoying. So I trust them more than anybody in the world to tell the developer what's overpowered and what's not. Spawns are absolute garbage. They just need to fix them. They shouldn't. I've seen twice, so once from my teammate and once from me. I got a Predator missile the round before, and off spawn you're allowed to use it, which is dumb. There should be there should be a delay, and I'm sure in the final release there will be a delay. But anyway, I got a Predator missile off spawn, killed 4 of them, and then they instantly spawned behind me. While I was still in my spawn, getting out of the Predator missile, they spawned behind me and killed me from behind. That was ridiculous, and they need to fix stuff like that. Honestly, the UI is kind of trash. I don't like the creative class look. I don't like the menus look, and there's like a little ball that you use. It's like a cursor UI, like almost like you'd use in Destiny, but Destiny is a free cursor, so you can move it around completely because they're trying to balance it with PC. In this, it kind of attaches to things, and a lot of times it messes up. It's not a huge complaint, like I could deal with it. It's not a fucking game breaker for me, but it is annoying, so I'm just going to say that that's a con. I have 2 more cons. One of them they said something about, one of them they didn't, and one of them they're never going to say something about, so it doesn't even matter. The one that they said they're looking into is armor. So what armor pretty much is it gives you an extra bullet or 2 health. It's literally just Juggernaut. And in a game without stopping power, there shouldn't be an option to use Juggernaut. People are saying AP rounds, which are like armor piercing rounds, so they break through the armor faster, but you still get an extra bullet. And an extra bullet health in this game is fucking unreal how important that is. If they keep armor in the game or don't tune it, it's going to be overpowered. So what my advice would be was to take the AP rounds and make them even stronger. So don't only make them armor piercing, give them FMJ as well. And I'm pretty sure that AP rounds too, like on certain guns, are FMJ, but that shouldn't even be a thing. Just make them have FMJ also, and then that's actually an excuse to use them, because if the entire team's running around without armor and you have AP rounds on your class, there's literally no reason. It's just wasting an attachment. And also, not every gun can use AP rounds, so if you want to keep armor in the game, make every gun use AP rounds, and also give those AP rounds FMJ, and then it'll fix your problem. And the last thing that I have a problem with are there's 2 maps in the beta that I cannot stand. Gridlock, which is just, there's no way to get to the middle of the map from a certain part, and it's very annoying, and Payload, which is just a clusterfuck of annoyingness, and the spawns are way too far back. The other 3 maps in the beta, which I guess we'll get to the pros now, I really do enjoy, and those are pretty much the only cons that I have about the game, which honestly, especially considering they literally said they're fixing every single one of those except the map ones, or looking into every single one of those, I think we have a pretty good sign of what's to come. So now, getting into the pros of the game, things that I fucking adore. First of all, the game is absolutely gorgeous, and I don't think even if you don't like the game, I don't think that you can deny how pretty the game is. Number 2, genuinely, it's just fun. it's just a fun game to play. Like, the health system isn't that bad. I think if they made it one bullet less for the time to kill, I think it'd be spot on perfect. But again, it's a nitpick thing. I got used to it by the end, so it's not even that big of a deal. I think the health bars are awesome. I think the way you heal yourself is really cool as well. I think, like, the option to have, like, a stim pack to make you heal faster is also cool, and if not, you replace it with other things, that's awesome too. And like I said, if the armor was just balanced better, that would be fine as well. But I think they should just take the armor out of the game, but again, that's just belaboring that point. I think the way you heal yourself is awesome. I was really worried about it at first, but it turns out that I think it's really cool. It keeps the pace of the game going, and it's not overpowered whatsoever. The way the game plays generally, like, except for the frame rate, like I said, I think it's super smooth when it's running at 60 FPS. I think the guns are super fun to use. I think the operators are really cool, except for the ones that I stated before. I think most of the operators, out of the ones that we have so far, are, I think they're pretty balanced, and I think they all have an actual use for the team. I've been running Crash, which is the medic, and we call him Crash Bandicoot because he has, like, orange hair, which we're convinced that Activision did that purposely. I love the heal. I love that you get an extra 50 health, which is like another bullet, which I think is super cool. And like with armor, it's overpowered as fuck, but I think if they take the armor out of the game or just balance it better, I think it'd be really awesome. So Crash is my favorite operator. And you have some of your favorites back, like Ruin. His grappling hooks are overpowered, but the gravity spikes are not. I think there's some balancing issues there, but I think the pros go to the operators instead of the cons. I think Control is an awesome game type that was added into this game. I think it plays super cool. It reminds me of a Gears of War Battlefield-esque game type, and I think with the way that this Call of Duty plays, I think it's going to be amazing for it. We haven't played Blackout yet, but playing the game and the way it plays and the health system and the way the bullets are and everything like that, I really do believe that Blackout's going to be amazing, and I was kind of worried about the Battle Royale, but watching the trailer, and I know Activision is amazing at doing trailers, at making hype trailers, but I really think that Blackout, after playing this beta, is going to be really good, but we'll see when the Blackout beta comes out in September. And finally, since I saved those maps for last in the cons, I'm going to save the maps that are good for pros. Seatown is my favorite map in this game. It literally reminds me of a classic Call of Duty map. 3 lanes, it's beautiful, it plays amazing. There's some windows that you could sit in, but not too many. Hardpoint plays phenomenal on it. I don't like Domination at all, but this is the only Domination map that actually plays well, and I think the map itself is just really good, and this map alone is better than every single World War II map that there is. I really genuinely think that Seatown is going to be a competitive map, especially for respawn game types. I didn't actually get to play Search and Destroy on it because I had a few parties that I had to go to, like a surprise birthday party, and then another birthday party, actually. So I didn't get to play Search and Destroy, but Brother Nero, who's been in all my videos, had played it, and he said it plays amazing, so I trust him also, because me and him have been playing competitive forever, so I definitely trust his opinion as well. Frequency is a really cool map, too. I think it plays really good for Hardpoint as well. It's a little bit crowded sometimes, but I think the map is good. And the last map is Contraband, which is the map you're seeing right now. At first, I really didn't like the map at all, but it kind of started to grow on me. Control, it plays really well. Domination, it plays like shit. Once again, I don't play Domination, so that's fine. But Hardpoint, I think it plays really good on sometimes. I think if you get the right team and they're actually playing the objective, I think the map plays really well on. But I think if you get people that are just running around to get kills, which of course you're going to get, it kind of disrupts the flow of the map a little bit. So I guess that kind of sucks. But for competitive-wise, even in just playing, like, trying hard in pubs, I think it fits pretty well. Oh, also one quick thing, the water fighting on this map is absolutely awesome. I think it's so cool. I always liked Black Ops 3's water fighting, but this is really cool because once you're in the water, like, you can't jetpack out of it, so, like, when you're in the water and someone jetpacks out, you don't have to look straight up in the air. You're fighting actually in the water, which is really cool to me. So my overall impressions of the game, does it suck, does it not suck, should you buy it, should you not buy it? I see everybody titling their videos like this. This is just my review of the Black Ops 4 beta. Remember, the game has not come out yet. Look at the date that this is published, so if you're looking at this in the future, I think the game is amazing. I think with some fixes, which, like I said, Treyarch is looking into, I think the game can be near perfect, and I think it can be one of the best Call of Duties, especially if you're pub stomping or playing competitive or you're sniping. I didn't even mention how good the sniping is in this game. I think even if you're just messing around, I think the game is fun. I think that's what we've been missing for Call of Duty the last few years. Black Ops 3 was the shining light in that, but Ghost to me wasn't fun. Advanced Warfare was trash. Black Ops 3 to me was an amazing game. I really think Black Ops 3 3 was phenomenal. Infinite Warfare was straight garbage, also in my opinion, and I think World War II had a lot of potential. I think the game just turned out to just not be that fun. I don't even necessarily think it's that bad of a game, but I think with the maps not being good and the weapons not being fun to use, I just don't think it's the Call of Duty that we needed in that moment. So the title of my video is Call of Duty back? And that's the question that I've been waiting to answer this entire video. And guys, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, think that with Black Ops 4, Call of Duty is back. And I think it's going to be back up. I'm not going to say it's going to be on top. I'm not going to be delusional saying it's going to be Fortnite. I'm not going to be delusional and say it's going to get more viewers than League of Legends. But what I am going to say is for competitive Call of Duty and for YouTube Call of Duty and for just people who play the game casually, for all Call of Duty players, this is the Call of Duty for you. And I'm telling you, just based on my history, we established the other day that I've been playing Call of Duty for 12 years, since Call of Duty 3. Been playing for 12 years. And I'm telling you, this game is going to be very good. And if you've never picked up a Call of Duty, I recommend doing it for this one. And if you're a Call of Duty vet that's been bullshitted and thrown around by the last few years of Call of Duty and has fallen off the series, please, I recommend you picking this up or at least playing the multiplayer beta this weekend. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please smash that like button, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys need to do. Share the video with your friends, please. It helps me out so much. And let me know what you guys thought about the beta. Put it down in the comments, whether you guys had it or you were just watching it. Let me know your thoughts, opinions on it. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. We're just gonna camp.
Oh, he's hiding over there. Oh, it's far, buddy.
Oh shit, yeah, dude, I didn't even realize it was that close. Alright, just chill.
Hostiles have taken out attack deploy beacon.
I don't even think he can get here in 5 seconds. Oh, yes, he can. He's right here. He's right here. Got him. Beautiful last round.
Stay in the zone. Going round again.
Alright, boy, this is a good game. This is a good game.
Honestly, battery looks better in Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
It's still bong though.
Nice. Good accuracy, dude.
Capture all zones.
Alright, let's go. Let's do this shit, Tempton.
Hostile UAV.
We got one more left, dog.
It's weird that I'm getting used to this iron sight.
What, the MX-9?
Yeah.
What is
Oh god, I'm dead. I wouldn't necessarily say it's weird, I just don't like it.
Getting used to it.
Oh, fuck this thing. That thing is overpowered, man.
Capturing B.
The thing that makes you crawl.
Hostile lightning strike targeting active.
Oh, that's the Tempest, yeah. Shit's annoying.
Oh, that's the Tempest?
Yeah.
We're on offense. The offense is easier, honestly, so. Can be in this for some
Basically,
reason.
it has that and a switch for so much.
We're taking A. Enemies contesting Alpha.
Alright, me and this kid are on B.
Enemies contesting Bravo. Marks are contesting all zones.
Lighting shit.
Hostiles contesting A. We're capturing multiple zones.
You're not the TAC guy, are you? The TAC insert guy?
Enemies are contesting all
No, sir.
zones.
Actually, I'm vision walls.
Enemies
Okay.
contesting Alpha.
Yeah, Prophet's the TAC insert, right?
That's there.
I sorry, yeah, I didn't mean Prophet, my bad.
I usually do run that though.
Hostile UAV circling.
Yeah, I could definitely use it right now. Alright, let's get A, because they're kind of like on B, I feel like. Or at least one of them is. I think it all. Or him, or...
Kill.
It's 2.
Vision pulsing.
We're short on time. Fight like you mean it.
Great.
Got them. They're down to their last lives. Take them out.
I hate how it says that, because it makes me think that fucking... They're like, have 5 lives left. But they don't.
We're low on lives. Exercise caution.
I'm so not in cover whatsoever right now, but...
Merc forces are contesting Alpha. Enemy hellstorm detected. Neutralized battery.
UAV available for tasking.
Oh my
Certain
god.
abilities are really interesting.
Enemies are contesting A.
Damn it.
Task UAV above my location.
We need... Why is the time? It's so short right now.
Taking multiple zones.
I'm coming.
UAV energy levels 50%
Glitch.
depleted.
Oh, I'm stunned.
Mercs are contesting B.
I don't even know where I am.
I got pop.
Is the reactor core thing actually, like, good?
Assault pack's down.
No.
No more lives. No more chances.
Oh god.
Every 7 minutes.
No. Yeah, you could do this, dog. That sucks.
Shouldn't be a time limit. No.
RTB for
Oh,
AR and
that sucks,
reassignment.
man.
The fact that I don't have grid class. Tight.
Hit
Well,
level
not till I get to, yeah, I know. But until that point.
Damn, man, that sucks. That was such a good fucking game too.
my first 50 bomb.
Yeah, I dropped 47. You've dropped 50. I dropped 47, and we lost. That sucks. Oh well. That was a good game though. It's a really good game.